Hello everybody, Scotty Bacon here with another episode of Beam Me Up Scotty. Brief life lessons to help strengthen and encourage you or somebody you know. All based on setting your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Today's lesson I call the weed technique. It sounds simple, but it's so awesome. You know, for a long time I've been wondering about, well, how do you stay pure in an impure world, right? We have all kinds of images, we've got baggage, all kinds of things that try and come into our life and constantly come at us to knock us off course, right? Well, I was reading 1 Peter 1, and it was impressed on me to think of them as weeds. And here's what I mean. It's going to sound kind of weird to some, but think about it. It's very, very practical. So in our life, everything within our control is our garden, right? God even told Adam, tend the garden. He meant the Garden of Eden too, but everything in his life, that includes that, right? Your marriage, your friendships, your work, whatever you do, your finances, all of it. Well, when there's a weed that grows in your garden, what do? You pluck it out, you throw it into the fire. So here's the practicality of this. So everything from when you see somebody very attractive and not taking a second look, which causes a lot of people to stumble, or a flash from the past with an old relationship or something that you don't want to remember anymore. Or maybe it was an old addiction that you've already worked a program and you're not part of anymore. But the enemy sends that as a weed, right? That's when you say, hey, you're a weed, and call it out. And let yourself listen to yourself saying that. Hear yourself saying, you're a weed, I'm calling you out, I'm tearing you up by the roots, and I'm chucking you into the fire. And guess what it does? It takes every bit of power away from the enemy. He has no power in that area anymore because you realize, oh, it's a weed. If that thought ever comes back, what do? You say, oh, that was a weed. I got rid of it a long time ago. It sounds simple, but it's very practical, and you can use it in the moment. I'm telling you, even in traffic, if you're the kind of person that gets mad when somebody does something in traffic, like I've done in the past, you know, you don't get mad about it. You go, oh, that's a weed, sent to set me off course to try and interrupt my peace of the day. So you know what? I'm plucking you up by the roots, and I'm casting you into the fire, back from where you came. Those are huge, in-the-moment things to keep you on track. That, to me, is a lesson sent from God to me that helps me in my walk to stay as pure as I can in an impure world, because there's a lot of temptation around us. You know, and this is how we can break soul ties from old relationships, all that, because this clears the way. This takes that baggage and makes it disappear, all right? So it identifies it as a weed, and there's nothing good that comes out of it. It's unhelpful, so you get rid of it and you replace it with something helpful. And I know that God honors that. I know that the Holy Spirit goes, yeah, awesome. Not affected by the enemy in that area anymore. So use that. Please use that. And as always, like, share, and subscribe this, because you know what? There's a lot of people that need to hear this message. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with things that I feel obligated to share with people, my life lessons that somebody else can use. So please use this. Share it. And somebody else may need that little thing. They may know somebody that needs to share it with, and they need that. This is encouragement. So please do this. And also, I always look at the comments. So feel free to comment on it. And if there's a subject you want my opinion on, if I have an opinion about it, I'll definitely share it. But I always like to know, too, if this struck somebody's heart, if this helped them, or somebody they know. So please let me know. I'd sure appreciate it. Now, the Beam Me Up Scotty series, I'm only getting started. I've got dozens more to do. So I'm going to keep busy doing those, posting those. Make sure that you subscribe. And if there's the bell, grab it and ring it, because you want to get all these new subscriptions as they come in. Even if you just get a little bit out of it, you may know somebody who needs to get a lot out of it. So with that for now, just remember, we are here as a blessing. We are blessed to be a blessing to others. So until next time, Scotty Bacon signing off saying, be blessed.